Hello everyone, welcome to my solo road to level 22. I thought I'd put together something a little bit different here. So what I'm doing is I'm starting off at level 1. Obviously it's a prestige level 1, first prestige. And going from level 1, and I didn't know like how far I was going to do it. But when I got close to 22, I decided that's going to be it. I'm going to go to level 22. And I did this all in one night. This was during the double XP weekend, which was very helpful. And what you're going to see is not necessarily, well, it's not going to be the greatest gameplay, so, you know, bear with me on that. This is on PC, by the way. This is PC gameplay. And you'll see sometimes whenever I watch the kill cam, like whenever I watch it, you'll know kind of like what's going through my head. A little bit of what? Something like that. So whenever you see me watch the kill cams, that's something's going through my head. It's not laziness like I'm looking away from the screen or something. But I think that this is a good platform for me to talk a little bit about my feelings, not only toward Black Ops 3 specifically, but toward Call of Duty specifically. And oddly enough, this is something I don't normally do anymore. This is a commentary after the fact. This used to be kind of traditional for YouTube. You know, you just play, record, and then afterward, you know, the reason why people do that is because they play and they play and they play and they play, and if they get a good game, they might get one good game out of 10, and then they talk over it afterward like they're a beast 100% of the time. Where for me, I'm showing you every game, with the exception of if I got into a game, which happened a lot, like I would try and join, because I tried to mix it up. I didn't want to just do Nuketown. I did a couple of Nuketown, then I tried regular TDM, and I also tried some domination. I tried to switch back and forth. But every time I tried to go into a lot of these games, it would put me into a game in progress. If it was like really, really early in the game, I would stay and count that as a game. If it was midway through or farther, you know, something like that, then I would just quit out. And I actually had to quit out a bunch, you know, because I wanted to make sure I showed you guys everything. I'm going to show you guys, I think the majority of these actually might be losses. They might be losses. I don't really remember. We're going to see as we go. No spoilers, but they are definitely not like epic beast mode gameplays by me, and they're not all wins. I'm not always in the winner's circle. But it shows like a lot of what goes into my state of mind. I wanted to play. I think it's a great game. I think Black Ops 3 is a really good game. I think Black Ops 2 was a really good game. The last Call of Duty that I personally enjoyed was Black Ops 2. And I played it a fair amount, surprisingly enough, I think on Xbox more than PS3, I believe. I can't really recall, but I think I prestige 3 times, which is for me pretty good. I mean, yeah, Call of Duty 4 I was prestige 10 or whatever the highest was. I think Modern Warfare was prestige maybe 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there, something like that. Anyway, I do enjoy this game. And I was only level 30 on PC leading up to this. This was the double XP weekend on 12, what is it, 12, 11, 12, 12, and 12, 13. And I only played this on 12, 11, Saturday afternoon to Saturday night, kind of on and off. Same, maybe a 4-hour stretch, something like that. I can't remember exactly the time, but something like that. Not that big of a deal. Anyway, but the reason why I was only actually the Friday night before that, I actually leveled from that 33 up to the Prestige, and then that's when it came to mind, hey, I wanted to do a full road to Commander, which is rank 1 through max level, which is 55. But I just don't think I could do it by myself. The key to this whole little mini-series here is going to be the trials and tribulations of playing this game solo. Whether you're playing against a bunch of other solo players or you get up against a team, I think I do a pretty good streak here with the flamethrower. And I only like the flamethrower just because I don't really care for specialist abilities. I think the flamethrower is funny. I don't really care if I only get 1 kill or 5 kills. It honestly doesn't matter to me, but I think it's funny because it's a flamethrower. It's like a zombie weapon, right? So I use this this character here now. I really, like I said, I could do without all the specialist abilities in my opinion. They're more annoying to me when I get killed by them, and they're more of a nuisance when they appear, because you'll see in some of these games coming up that I have it active for a long time and I don't use it. Not that I don't know that it's there. I know that it's active because every time you die it beeps and lets you know, and it pops up really bright. I just don't choose to use it, or I'll use it sparingly. Really, realistically, in these short games, it may pop up twice a game, something like that. I don't really know. But again, I thought this would be really interesting for you guys. Again, I wanted to bring you guys some different content. I was excited about playing it, but I was also skeptical about my abilities. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've been around for a long time as far as Call of Duty goes. I've been around from the beginning, and there was a time when I was really good, and I guess it's with any game, as you possibly don't play it that much, you kind of lose a step. I feel like maybe I've lost a step. I've definitely lost a step on console due to the fact that I'm not up to snuff with the controller. This is PC, and on PC, to me, because like the FOV and all that stuff, and the players and the mouse movement speeds, everything is like really fast. I mean, just look at the movement. You can tell when you're playing on a console versus PC. Not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying everything's faster. And you'll see a lot of my aim is wonky because I run my sensitivity probably way higher than I should, but it's just I have this crazy spasm to want to, if I see someone out of the corner of my eye, I've got to turn. I have to turn. It's a bad thing that I do. But that's just a thing about consoles and PCs. I think that the new, the current gen, which some people call it the next gen, but the current gen, PS4, Xbox One, I think that graphics and all of the stuff on the games is so good now and there's so many more players, the player base on the consoles is way higher. So I've kind of come to some conclusions about I may need to, refocus on my PS4. And I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to be announcing a series for Battlefront and hopefully bringing that to you guys pretty soon, because that's a game that I really wanted to play, and it's dead. I mean, I say it's dead. I look at there's some websites called, you can look up Call of Duty Black Ops 3 stats and see what the stats are on PC versus PS4 and Xbox One. You can do the same thing on Battlefield 4, you can do it on Battlefield Hardline, you can do it on Battlefront. And almost every one of those, PS4 is the highest amount of players. Depending on what it is, usually Battlefield 4 is followed closely, if not eclipsed, by PC. So PC is still pretty strong in Battlefield 4, for good reason. But that game was actually split between PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. So if you combine those two, it would still fall behind. I'm kind of just building the story here. I know I'm talking about different games during this, but that's kind of for the Meathead Nation, you guys who are fans and stuff, that telling you there's going to be some other content coming out, because I really want to play it. And when you see me switch to the rocket launcher, it's because I was a little bit frustrated that I've been killed by it multiple times, so I thought, why not just use it myself? If you cannot beat them, join them. Anyway, this is first episode, Chaos. And again, when you're low level, when you flak jacket and tac mask on Nuketown is a 100% must, especially in a game like this. I don't have it. I'm getting blown up. I'm getting stunned really bad. This particular game was really tough for me without those two perks. I do get them eventually because I think both of them are under 20 level to get those. I do get them eventually, but I don't know if I'm actually playing on Nuketown anymore when I have them. They're not as important like in regular TDM maps and Domination. Well, Domination probably, but in this, the spam is real. And the only thing I could do, I couldn't do primary gunfighter, I couldn't do all that, so I had to carry, you know, the grenade and some sort of stun. I don't usually carry them. I don't usually use stuns or grenades. I like to put as many attachments on my weapon as I can, and I always carry a launcher because I like to shoot stuff down. And I usually use the black cell launcher, which you can't free fire at people, which is cool. I like that. So anyway, we won this game. You can see me there somewhere in the middle of the pack. Again, that's not what this is about. But you'll see some interesting games come up. Again, this is a solo road to level 22. And I think that it's going to be a good platform for me to talk about this stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next episode.
With these upgrades, you never stood a chance.